Hey there, my friend. You're listening to SpeakFlow English, the slow podcast that helps you understand, speak, and think in English. In each episode, we speak slowly, clearly, and naturally so you can listen, repeat, and practice your fluency step by step. Whether you're walking, driving, or relaxing at home, take this time just for yourself to train your ear, your tongue, and your confidence. All right. Let's begin today's episode. Let me ask you something. Can you understand English, but when it's time to speak, your mind suddenly goes blank? Maybe you watch movies, listen to podcasts, or read English books, and you understand almost everything. But when you try to answer a question or join a conversation, your mouth doesn't move. No words come out. If that sounds familiar, don't worry. You are not alone. Many English learners experience this exact situation. They understand well, but they don't speak confidently. In today's episode, we'll explore why that happens, and I'll give you 6 simple tips to help you speak more with clarity and confidence. So, find a comfortable place, relax your shoulders, and listen closely, because this episode could change the way you think about speaking English forever. Let's begin. Here's something important to understand. Listening and speaking are not the same skill. When you listen, you are passive. Your brain receives English, words, sounds, and meanings. You don't have to do much. You just need to understand. But when you speak, you are active. You must create sentences in real time. You have to think of the right words, put them in the correct order, use the right sounds, and say them fast enough for a real conversation. That's a lot to do at the same time. Even advanced learners find it difficult. Think about it. When you listen to English, your brain is relaxed. But when you try to speak, your brain must work harder. It's like the difference between watching someone drive a car and driving the car yourself. You can understand how driving works just by watching, but when it's your turn to hold the wheel, you realize there's so much to think about. That's what happens with English. You know the words, you understand the grammar, but your mouth and brain haven't practiced using them together. Speaking is a skill, like swimming or cooking. You can read 100 books about swimming, but you'll never learn to swim until you get into the water. It's the same with English. You must open your mouth and use your voice. That's the only way your brain and tongue learn to work together. So, in this episode, I want to help you move from understanding English to speaking English naturally and confidently. Let's start with the first tip. Many English learners think, I'll start speaking when my grammar is perfect. They wait and wait and wait, but that day never comes. Here's the truth. You don't need perfect grammar to speak. You only need to be understood. Repeat after me. Fluent with mistakes is better than silent with grammar. Ask yourself this question. Can the other person understand what I mean? If the answer is yes, then your English is already good enough to communicate. Think about how children learn their first language. They don't wait to study grammar before they talk. They just speak, using simple words, short sentences, and a lot of mistakes. But guess what? Everyone understands them, and every day they get a little better. It's exactly the same for you. Making mistakes doesn't mean you're bad at English. It means you're using English. It means you're learning in real life. Even native speakers make grammar mistakes every day. They forget a word, they mix up tenses, they restart their sentences, and nobody cares. So please, Don't wait until everything is perfect. Start now with the English you already know. Use simple words. Speak slowly. Say what you want to say. Repeat after me. Speak first. Correct later. You can do this. You really can. Now let's move to the next tip, one that can completely change the way you learn. Most learners study English one word at a time. They memorize lists of vocabulary, but when they try to speak, the words don't come out naturally. That's because people don't speak in single words. They speak in chunks. So what are chunks? Chunks are short phrases that often appear together, like small pieces of language you can reuse again and again. Repeat after me. I'm a bit busy right now. Repeat after me. I've got a lot on my plate. Repeat after me. That sounds great. When you learn chunks, you don't have to build sentences from zero. It's already prepared in your brain, ready to use anytime you need it. Repeat after me. Don't build English word by word. Build it chunk by chunk. Now, let's move to the next one, a very powerful technique you can use anywhere. If you want to speak English fluently, you must speak every day. But here's the problem. Many learners say, I don't have anyone to talk to. They think they need a teacher, a friend, or a native speaker to practice. That's not true. You don't need anyone else to start speaking English. You can speak to yourself. It may sound strange, but trust me, it really works. Repeat after me. Speaking to myself helps me think in English. Speaking to yourself is one of the most powerful ways to practice English on your own, because you can do it anytime, anywhere, without fear or pressure. At home, in your car, while walking, while cooking, even in the shower. Repeat after me. The more I speak, the faster I learn. If you make speaking to yourself a daily habit, you'll be amazed at how fast your fluency grows. Now let's go to tip number 4, a modern way to practice English with technology. This next tip is one of my favorites, and it's something we didn't have a few years ago. It's called AI, which means artificial intelligence. Today, AI can help you practice English in a safe, private, and easy way. You can talk to an AI, write messages to it, and have real conversations anytime you want. Repeat after me. I can practice English anytime, anywhere. The best part? It never gets tired and it never judges you. Use it for 5 or 10 minutes a day. You'll be surprised how much your confidence grows. Repeat after me. I'm not just studying English, I'm using it. Now, let's move on to a more technical, but very powerful method to make your English faster and smoother. This next tip is a real game changer. It's called the 4-3-2 technique. It's simple, but it helps you become fluent much faster. Here's how it works. First, choose a short topic. It could be a story you read, a podcast you listen to, or something that happened to you today. Then, you'll talk about that topic 3 times, but each time for a shorter amount of time. Repeat after me. 4 minutes, full story. 3 minutes, faster version. 2 minutes, fluent and natural. Each round makes your speech smoother and more automatic. You can even record yourself for each round. When you listen later, you'll notice the difference. Your final version will sound stronger, clearer, and more confident. Now, let's go to our final tip, a simple but brilliant way to train your brain to think faster. This final tip is fun, and it will help you think in English more quickly. Here's the idea. Take one simple sentence and practice changing it in many different ways. Repeat after me. I went to the store. Add more detail. I went to the store yesterday. Repeat after me. I went to the store yesterday. Add more. I went to the store yesterday to buy some bread. Repeat after me. I went to the store yesterday to buy some bread. Change the reason. I went to the store because we had no food at home. Repeat after me. I went to the store because we had no food at home. Change the feeling. I went to the store but it was already closed. Repeat after me. I went to the store but it was already closed. Add a surprise. Guess what? I went to the store and met my old teacher. Repeat after me. I went to the store and met my old teacher. See what's happening here? With just one small idea, you can create dozens of new sentences. Repeat after me. I can say one idea in many ways. Now, let's wrap everything up. Today, we talked about something very common, the reason why you can understand English but still find it hard to speak. We learned that listening and speaking are two different skills. To move from understanding to speaking, you need to practice with your voice, not just your eyes and ears. And you now have 6 simple tools to do it. Let's review them together. Tip 1. Don't wait for perfect grammar. Speak now, even with mistakes. Tip 2. Learn chunks, not words. Use real phrases that people say every day. Tip 3. Speak to yourself. Train your mouth, your brain, and your confidence. Tip 4. Use AI to practice. It's like having a patient teacher available anytime. Tip 5. Try the 4-3-2 technique. Tell the same story 3 times and watch your fluency grow. Tip 6. One sentence, many variations. Stretch your thinking and build flexibility. Repeat after me. I will speak English every day. If you follow these tips, you will start noticing something amazing. English will begin to feel more natural. You'll stop translating. You'll stop overthinking. You'll start feeling English. And that's when fluency truly begins. So, my friend, don't be afraid to speak. Every sentence you say, every mistake you make is a step toward confidence. You've got this. Keep listening. Keep speaking. Keep believing in yourself. Thank you for joining me today on SpeakFlow English, the podcast where you learn slow, speak fast, and build confidence in every word. I'm Ethan. Take care, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next episode.